Well, good evening, everyone. My name is TJ Jean. I am the administrator at the Gaffney Home, and I'll be serving as your master of ceremonies this evening. So nice to see all of you dressed up and having a great night already. Looking forward to a very special evening tonight where we're going to honor the business of the year, the nonprofit of the year, and our citizen of the year. But before we begin, I wanted to start by recognizing our event underwriters this evening, starting with Eversource. So if we could have Kathleen Lewis of Eversource, please step forward. We have a nice plaque for them. Here's the plaque.
Thank you.
So here you go, Kathleen. Thank you so much.
So much. TJ is such an excellent master of ceremonies, and it is a privilege for Eversource and my friends and colleagues. I know Carl Douglas, our operations manager, is here, and he leads our employees out of our Rochester office. It's such a privilege to serve on the board with Keith and all of the members, and congratulations to the businesses here in the greater Rochester area. You are successful. I know that firsthand because most of our work at Eversource is focused on this region. The greater Rochester area is poised for growth. Your businesses are using a lot of electricity, and we are investing in this region. But most importantly, we have to say thank you to our customers. You've been so patient with us through the windstorm of last fall. We lost count of how many nor'easters blew through the state. And in Thursday, in 24 hours, we restored over 68,000 customers that lost power with the high winds. So the communication and the partnership with the public safety officials, that is so critical to the work that we do. So we thank them, we thank the municipal officials, but most importantly, everyone, have a great time tonight, and I'm going to turn it back over to TJ. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kathleen, and thank you to Eversource for their continued support. Next, I'd like to call up Mr. Matt Bollier, Assistant Vice President at Service Credit Union, to say a few words as the other co-underwriter. Thank you, sir.
TJ, thank you very much. And I was driving here tonight, I was thinking about everything that Service Credit Union does for our communities. Many times when I go to events, I'm talking about our military connection, our German branches, or our 36 branches, even throughout the United States. But it's our commitment to our communities. I'm a Rochester guy, born and raised. Even though I might work in Portsmouth or travel throughout the entire state, it's our commitment that we want to have with the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce. And that's why we're pleased to be here to celebrate with you the business of the year, the citizen of the year, the nonprofit of the year, because we're all here ready to serve this great community because we care. So thank you guys for everyone coming here. Thank you, TJ, for doing a great job. I like the white jacket. It is amazing.
Back by popular demand.
Yeah, last year was terrible, so I'm glad you brought it back. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bollier. All right, we'd like to also thank our corporate sponsors this evening, and they are Access Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, Albany Engineered Composites, Frisbee Memorial Hospital, Lars Heating Systems Company, Profile Bank, and Waste Management. How about a big round of applause for our corporate sponsors? And how about a big round of applause for our grand raffle prize sponsor, Federal Savings Bank? Our registration sponsor this evening, Urban Tree Service. This evening's program sponsor is Eastern Propane and Oil. Our entertainment sponsors for tonight are Holy Rosary Credit Union, Metrocast Business Services, and Norman Vetter Foundations. A special thanks to our award sponsor, Bank of New Hampshire. This evening's technology sponsor, they're helping us with the PowerPoints, and that is Daystar Incorporated. Perhaps one of the most important sponsors, the dessert sponsor. That will be HBL Group LLC and Monarch School of New England. We'd like to thank our friends at DF Richard Energy for being the centerpiece sponsor this evening. Tonight's decoration sponsor is the Gaffney Home. And a big thank you to our Eiffel Tower ice sculpture sponsor, and that is Wicked Good Ice. And indeed, the sculpture looks wicked good. We'd like to thank Tanya Lee Hervey Photography for the complimentary photos before the event tonight, so thank you. And the floral petals around the centerpieces were donated by Studley's Flower Gardens. And we had several table sponsors this evening, and those sponsors are listed in your program, so we encourage you to check the program and please thank them when you see them. All right, at this time, I'd like to recognize some VIPs who are in attendance, and we will start with the Rochester Mayor, the Honorable Caroline McCarley, and her husband, Dan Harkinson. We have with us this evening Rochester City Manager Dan Fitzpatrick and his wife Jackie. Also with us Deputy City Manager Blaine Cox and his wife Cynthia. Rochester Fire Chief Mark Close and his wife Sandy. We have with us tonight Stratford County Sheriff David Dubois and his wife Linda. We also have Frisbee Memorial Hospital Interim President and CEO Dr. Jocelyn Capel and her husband Brian. And from our business organizations, we have the Rochester Rotary President, yours truly. But let's give a big hand for my wife, Jennifer. We have Rochester Main Street President Emily Pelletier. Where's Emily? There she is. And the Rochester Main Street Executive Director, Angela Mills, and her husband, John. Good evening. All right, next, this is the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce Awards Night, so we have to recognize the Board of Directors and Officers of the Chamber, starting with the Chairman of the Board, Keith Newton of DF Richard. Our Chair-elect, Ann Brown of Daystar. Vice Chair, Governmental Affairs, Steve Cates of Waste Management. Vice Chair of Membership, Alan Johnson of Metrocast Business Services. Our Treasurer, Charla Rollins of Federal Savings Bank. And our immediate past Chairman, Matt Bollier of Service Credit Union. And other board members who are in attendance tonight, I'm going to read their names if they could please stand and we'll clap at the end. We have Mark Farrell of Lars Heating System, Tanya Hervey of Tanya Lee Hervey Photography, Carrie Landry of Cornerstone VNA, Michelle Landry of Frisbee Memorial Hospital, Kathleen Lewis of Eversource, Tori Martin of Yankee Thermal Imaging, Bill McGlincy of Hannaford, and Mark Zoller of the Zolter Realty Group. Thank you, board members. And this event, as with any chamber event, couldn't happen without the dedication of our chamber president, Laura Ring. In registration assistance this evening, we have our new events and communications coordinator, Amanda Connor. Where's Amanda? Good evening and welcome. Tori Gagnon. Hello, Tori. Kaylee Patterson, where's Kaylee? There she is. Hi, Kaylee. Thank you for your help. All right, we'd also like to thank our annual banquet committee members. Again, if you could stand when your name's called, we'll recognize them at the end. Our committee chair, Ann Brown of Daystar, Mark Farrell of Lars Heating System, Jerry Grossman of Jerome H. Grossman Law Office, Mary Henderson of Bank of New Hampshire, Julie Reynolds of Cornerstone V&A, Laura Ring of the Chamber of Commerce, Charla Rollins of Federal Savings Bank, and Kristen Welch of Community Action Partnership. Big round of applause to our committee. Just a few more that we need to thank here. Certainly want to thank everybody at the Red Barn, including Carly Horning and the staff for their assistance, hospitality, and the wonderful dinner that we're about to have. So thank you. And we certainly want to thank MLC Catering for preparing the desserts for this evening. And for the press coverage, we want to thank Kremen Creative, Metrocast, and Foster's Daily Democrat, as well as the Rochester Voice for publicizing and broadcasting this event. All right, we'd like to announce the grand raffle prizes that we have this evening. Our grand prize raffle will be drawn at 9:30 this evening, and it is $1,500, sponsored by Federal Savings Bank. Tickets are $2 a ticket, or a book of 6 for $10. We also have 3 prizes that we'll be raffling off. The first is a dining package donated by the 110 Grill, Federal Savings Bank, Granite Steak and Grill, La Corona Mexican Restaurant, Lilac City Grill, Spalding Steak and Ale, and Windjammer Seafood Restaurant. The next prize will be 4 tickets to the Chris Stapleton Show at Meadowbrook with parking on August 24th or 25th, and that was donated this evening by Eastern Propane and Oil. Then we have 4 tickets to a theater series show at the Rochester Opera House, and this was donated by the Rochester Opera House. You'll be able to select your show from the theater series. And backed by popular demand, we have the Basket of Cheer, which is a basket of liquor totaling approximately $250. We'll be auctioning that off. Oh, it's now up to $400. Well, there we go. So please, bid early, bid often on that. All right, well, thank you for indulging us as we recognize all of our sponsors and committee members and board members. But now we're going to get to the good stuff, the awards presentation. And our first award will be the Business of the Year. So this year, the Chamber changed its Business Award program, now providing for a Business of the Year and Nonprofit of the Year award. The Business of the Year is the Chamber's most prestigious business award, celebrating excellence in a business's industry and in their community. This award recognizes a Chamber member who has demonstrated leadership and involvement for the betterment of the business community and the greater Rochester area. The Chamber is pleased to present the 2018 Business of the Year to HBL Group, LLC. Gotcha.
Yeah, you did. Oh, man.
Stand right up there, all of you. Come on up.
That's really
Congratulations. All right, stay right up here.
huge surprise.
Judy's here.
Judy's here. Oh my gosh.
It's always good when we can actually pull off the surprise.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah, guys, come on over.
All right,
we
hang
get a
out
quick
right up
picture?
here.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys can stay right here because we're going
All right,
to
cool.
talk all about you. HBL Group LLC was started by 3 financial and insurance industry executives on a picnic table at Cozy's Restaurant in Barrington. At this meeting, the letter order of the name HBL and their business plan was essentially developed. From that meeting, HBL Group LLC developed their mission and opened the business in Rochester in 2012. The mission of HBL Group LLC is a commitment to helping you manage the risks that arise in everyday life. If the unexpected strikes, they will do everything they can to help you recover your quality of life as soon as possible. They are guided by the highest standards of integrity and professionalism, so you can be sure that their recommendations will help you to obtain the best insurance coverage for your unique circumstances in the right amount and at a price that fits your budget. HBL Group strives to be a local, independent, full-service insurance agency offering more than just home, auto, and business insurance, but also offering life, disability, financial planning, and more. They built their business from the ground up after all the partners left their corporate insurance world because they knew that was simply not how a business should be operated. HBL Group LLC is a proud member of the Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents and the North American Insurance Alliance. HBL Group LLC offers auto, home, business, life, and health insurance products, including secondary seasonal homes, mobile homes, umbrellas, ATVs, boats, motorcycles, golf carts, that's always nice to know, RVs and campers, flood insurance, rental properties, builder risk policies, wedding and special event policies, workers' compensation, and financial services and planning. The company has grown from a team of 3 to 11 employees with a satellite office in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and serving your insurance needs in New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, Vermont, and Florida. Their home office is in Barrington. HBL Group owners do not charge for any of their consulting services, whether it's Noah helping a person or family with their health insurance, or Greg reviewing an individual's 401k and annuity options, or perhaps Jeremy helping clients through their personal commercial insurance. Whether it's multiple meetings, calls, or emails with questions and explanations provided, the partners want to ensure the people are well educated and have all the information they need to make a decision that's best for them and their families. In 2016, when a fire took place at Renaissance Firearms in Ghana, Jeremy Lovett was on the scene on that Sunday and took many photos that were publicized on the HBL Facebook page with the business owner's permission and helped them through the entire claim process and assisted them in getting established into their new location on Route 125. HBL Group holds monthly on-site programs in businesses such as Lars and Cornerstone VNA, where they are available for their employees to ask questions on insurance, or whether or not they're customers, to start quoting the process, or just to serve as a general resource. HBL Group is beyond supportive of their employees and encourage them to become involved with other organizations, and have even sponsored the child of one of their employees as he competed in the national level for Skills USA, a technical competition. The 3 principal owners are very involved in the communities they serve, providing leadership to such organizations, including, for Greg, he served on the board of directors for the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce from 2014 to 2016 and continues to serve on various chamber committees. He's on the board of directors and special events for Cornerstone VNA, the board of directors of the Frisbee Memorial Hospital Auxiliary and other hospital committees. He's on leadership for bridging the gaps with their substance abuse prevention efforts. Noah Barron serves on the ambassador committee for the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce. And Jeremy Lovett, Jeremy is the founding member of the Tradeport Connections, an independent business professionals organization based in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, that gives organizations such as the Peace Greeters and the United Way guidance. In terms of awards, the principals of the business have received recognition, including Noah Barron has received numerous recognitions from the Colonial Life Health Insurance Company. Greg has received recognitions for several years from Transamerica for financial expertise, and Jeremy has received several awards in addition to receiving invitations to the National Leaders Conference while serving as a captive agent and regional manager for a Fortune 100 insurance company. Jeremy has also been the recipient of the prestigious Lamplighter Award for excellence in life insurance sales. In addition to their service to the community, they have also helped with multiple organizations, including the Greater Rochester and Dover Chamber of Commerce, Frisbee Memorial Hospital, the Monarch School of New England, Bridging the Gaps, Cornerstone VNA, Portsmouth High School Hockey, Broadview Animal Hospital, Barrington Youth Association, Greater Rochester Young Professionals Group, Rochester Lodge of Elks, Dover Emblem Club, and several sporting events. What community leaders say about HBL? According to John Marzinzik, the former president of Frisbee Memorial Hospital, Greg Hopkins, partner at HBL, is a passionate and energetic individual that is dedicated to improving the community. From seeing our youth engaged in a positive way to assisting with substance abuse prevention, Greg gives generously of his time and encourages others to be involved. And according to Julie Reynolds, CEO of Cornerstone VNA, HBL Group provides outstanding service to their customers. They provide voluntary benefits for the staff at Cornerstone VNA, and feedback from the staff is positive, from a customer service to saving them money. They go above and beyond to make sure our staff and their family members get the coverage and support they need. And according to Susan DeRoy, Director of Business Development at the Monarch School of New England, HBL Group has demonstrated that it takes more than just dollars to make an impact on a community. It takes time, dedication, a willingness to listen, and then act, and above all, a sheer love for their community. Just a brief background, Greg Hopkins, originally from Hartford, Connecticut, currently resides in Milton, New Hampshire with his wife Jessica, daughters Ellie and Gia, and his German Shepherd named Charlie. He enjoys golf, basketball, boating, and time with family and friends. Noah Barron is originally from Seattle, Washington, and currently resides in Fremont, New Hampshire with his wife Ashley, his daughters Avery and Sadie, and their dog Leah. He enjoys golf, fishing, boating, and time with family and friends. And Jeremy Lovett is originally from Rye. He is a Portsmouth High School and Fitchburg State College graduate and currently resides in Dover with his wife Marissa, daughters Liliana and Kara, and a puggle named Odie. He enjoys skiing, hockey, baseball, and spending time with family and friends. Without a doubt, HBL Group has and continues to make a positive impact through their support to our community and the communities it serves. We thank them for their commitment, dedication, and support that makes a difference, not just in the lives that they service, but also the lives of those in the community. Please join me in honoring and awarding HBL Group LLC and its principal owners, Greg Hopkins, Noah Barron, and Jeremy Lovett, as the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce 2018 Business of the Year. All right, Mr. Hopkins. I know you're very shy when it comes to public speaking. And here you go.
Thank you.
It's all yours, bud.
I don't know how you hid this from us. And for those of you that know me, I'm totally going to cry through this whole thing because as everybody in this room, you all work so hard, and that's what I've really learned. And that's what we've learned through being involved with the community and meeting so many wonderful people and getting involved with so many great causes. And we know the sweat and the sacrifice that goes into building a business, but doing it the right way and giving back. Because I think that's what we've built our business on is we moved into Rochester. We could have picked anywhere to go, but we chose this area because we saw the community feel, the passion, the love, the dedication to making this community better. And that's what, honestly, that's what we've always been about. And that's what we've always tried to do. And, you know, I think anytime that we've reached out to you for help, you've always been there. And I hope you know that we'll always be there too to try to help this community because it's special around here. It really is. And, this is just such a surprise. And I think the three of us have sacrificed and worked so hard. And our families are... Told you. Told you I was going to do this. Just thank you so much, and thank you for the friendships that we've developed and that we've earned. And it really means a lot to us. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, HBL Group. Next, we will move to the 2018 Nonprofit of the Year. As many nonprofit organizations make up our Chamber membership, the Chamber Board of Directors decided to add a Nonprofit of the Year award this year. The Nonprofit of the Year award, like the Business of the Year award, is the Chamber's most prestigious business award to a nonprofit that demonstrates excellence in their organization and in their community. This award also recognizes a Chamber member who has provided a significant impact to the betterment of the greater Rochester area. The Chamber of Commerce is pleased to present the 2018 Nonprofit of the Year to Cornerstone VNA and Hospice. Here to accept the award on behalf of Cornerstone VNA is Julie Reynolds, CEO. Hello, Julie. Stand right up here, my dear. Cornerstone VNA was founded in Rochester in 1913 by local visionary and philanthropist Norma Snow. Today, the team at Cornerstone VNA provides skilled nursing, rehabilitative therapies, social work, as well as volunteer and support services through 5 distinct programs: home care, hospice care, palliative care, life care, private duty, and community care. Cornerstone VNA is committed to bridging services to all ages so that families can stay together at home even when facing the challenges of aging, surgical recovery, chronic or life-threatening illnesses, or end-of-life care. Specialty programs include wound ostomy and incontinence care, diabetes management and education, certified behavioral health program, certified intravenous therapy, a balanced therapy and fall prevention program, chronic care management, and a maternal wellness program. Specialty services include a telehealth program, a sophisticated in-home health monitoring system, and Smart Care, an emergency response and communication system. In 2017, Cornerstone VNA provided compassionate care and support to more than 3,000 patients through all of their programs, making 66,147 visits and traveling over 597,000 miles. Additionally, Cornerstone VNA provided more than $1,029,024 of free or unreimbursed care and services to members of the community. Their service area includes 25 towns in Rockingham, Stratford, Belknap, and Carroll counties in New Hampshire, as well as 10 towns in York County in Maine. When looking at the impact and contributions made to their industry and community, Cornerstone VNA has never lost sight of their commitment to be a center of excellence for in-home, hospice, and community health care. What truly sets Cornerstone VNA apart is their clinical specialties offered to patients of all ages. For example, their clinical staff are trained in chronic care management, and their licensed nursing assistants and personal care service providers are trained in Alzheimer's and dementia habilitation therapy. Many clinicians also have specialty certifications including wound ostomy, incontinence care, diabetes management and education, intravenous therapy, balanced therapy and fall prevention, maternal wellness, and behavioral health. Cornerstone VNA is also the only nonprofit hospice and palliative care provider in Stratford County. Cornerstone VNA's Community Palliative Care Program is a unique specialty program which provides an advanced registered nurse practitioner in the home. This program manages medical complex patient symptoms and specific care needs and addresses the complicated medical needs of the aging population. Cornerstone VNA recently received a grant from the Cardinal Health Foundation to improve health outcomes for high-risk patients within the Rochester area. This grant supports the implementation of a new community telehealth paramedicine program at Cornerstone VNA in collaboration with the paramedics from the Mobile Integrated Health Program at Frisbee Memorial Hospital. Currently, Frisbee paramedics from the Mobile Integrated Health Program make home visits to patients who may not qualify for home care or who decline services. With this new program, Cornerstone VNA telehealth units, which are portable disease management systems that offer video conferencing, medication reminders, and monitoring of vital signs, will now be available to Frisbee paramedics to use with these patients. Frisbee paramedics will initiate a telehealth referral, and Cornerstone VNA will deploy the telehealth units to those patients and provide installation, daily monitoring, and training. According to Gary Brock, the Director of Emergency Medical Services at Frisbee Memorial Hospital, he says, "We could not be happier with the partnerships we have developed in our emerging mobile integrated health program. The partnership with Cornerstone VNA is essential to creating integrated models of healthcare that result in better outcomes for at-risk patients." Additional programs and services that Cornerstone VNA offers to help strengthen and support our community include personal care service provider training opportunities, bereavement support groups, grant funding for patients who are unable to pay for special rehabilitation equipment they need at home, hospice care program partnering with Pet Peace of Mind, a volunteer program providing pet care to hospice patients, their companion volunteer program, which provides support to respite and friendship to patients, families, and caregivers, and the Kitty Cornerstone Fund, which purchases small gifts for their pediatric patients. Their wellness nurse provides free monthly wellness clinics to 19 different locations. Their clinics include blood pressure checks, blood sugar checks, pulse oxygen level checks, weight, cholesterol screenings, foot care, medication, and nutrition counseling. In addition to wellness checks, Cornerstone VNA offers a free educational series for community members and health professionals on topics ranging from living with diabetes to fall prevention and balance therapy. Their focus on promoting wellness continues with their annual Healthy Living Expo. Recognizing a need to provide support to caregivers in the community, Cornerstone VNA launched a special event series in 2016 called Caregivers Connect, to connect caregivers through support and education and provide them with important tools that will assist them in their caregiver roles. And to further support caregivers, they started a monthly caregiver cafe in 2017 at the Goodwin Library in Farmington, where caregivers and their loved ones are invited to join them for a morning of support, conversation, and education. In 2017, Cornerstone VNA was pleased to offer free screenings of 9 to 90, a 30-minute documentary about a family struggling to make difficult decisions for their aging loved ones. Cornerstone VNA also features a thriving Circle of Caring volunteer program, which includes office, hospice, companion, pet companion, and balance coach volunteers that provide companionship and transportation to homebound community members. Over 60 volunteers gave 7,500 hours of their time in 2017. It is. You guys have been very busy over there at Cornerstone, I'm going to tell you. So Cornerstone VNA received first place as the best home health care in 2017 and the best of the Seacoast People's Choice Award, which was presented by Seacoast Media Group. In their hospice program, Cornerstone VNA was awarded the Strategic Healthcare Program's Best Superior Performer Caregiver Satisfaction Award for the 2016 calendar year. This evening, we celebrate an organization that continues to be truly committed to providing professional care to those in our community and the area. This is an organization that has survived many challenges, from declining reimbursement to the increasing complexity of community nursing, and continues to grow and develop new services that are essential for aging communities. Please join me in honoring Cornerstone VNA as the Greater Rochester Chamber of Commerce 2018 Nonprofit of the Year.
Congratulations. It's all yours.
Thank you, everyone. First, I want to say congratulations to HBL. They are amazing. They are what community means. They give back to the community. As a nonprofit, it's so important to have people that help us do the work that we do, volunteers, which include board members. And I have several of my board members here. And if they could stand, I also have several of my directors and staff here, if they want to stand, just because this isn't about me. This is about Cornerstone VNA and all the work. And I have a couple of new board members, Ian Brown, and Greg's new board member, and several over here, and several of my directors. And very, very thrilled and proud to be able to receive this honor. Being one of the first Rochester Chambers, the first time they've given the nonprofit award. For Cornerstone VNA, we've been around for 105 years, and my assumption is we are probably the oldest nonprofit in the city of Rochester, and that's where we started. So it really is an honor. And as a nonprofit, it's so important to have all of you support us, whether it's through volunteering, being part of the board, being part of the organization, being part of the philanthropy that is required for a nonprofit organization, or just making sure that when you are sick that you choose the right agency, which would be Cornerstone VNA. But it's really proud to accept this award on behalf of the board of directors, the staff, our volunteers, and all of our community members. My assumption is that there probably is, everyone in this room has been touched by someone that worked at Cornerstone VNA, whether it was you, someone you knew, or one of your family members, or one other generation ago, because Our founder, Norma Snow, identified a need 105 years ago to care for the poor and the sick and the frail in their homes, and has grown significantly. We have currently 160 employees service, as TJ mentioned. I don't have to talk about this because that was a great ad for all the work that we do. But that's just really a tiny bit. But our actual goal is to keep people healthy. We want people to be healthy. We want people to be able to stay at home and care for their loved ones and be supported and provide that support that you need. And again, thank you very much. Thank you to the board, my board members and my staff, and all of you that help support us. Thank you.
All right, that brings us now to the 2018 Citizen of the Year. The Citizen of the Year award is presented to an individual who has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to the community and has made significant contributions to the vibrancy and strength of the greater Rochester area. I am delighted and honored to announce that the 2018 Citizen of the Year is Hoagie Higgins.
What can I say? Go right here.
Well, Laura, I hope he still talks to us after tonight. That's all I can say. I know I need to go to confession for the lies that led to this evening, but that's okay. All right, Hoagie Higgins grew up on Estes Road in Rochester at the family farm behind Rand's Country Store. He graduated from Spalding High School, where he served in the band, played basketball, and played football for all 4 years. Remaining in his hometown, Hoagie worked at McDonald's, where he quickly became manager and was employed for 4 years. There, he became involved in assisting with worthy causes. Through the restaurant, Hoagie raised thousands of dollars for Easter seals and muscular dystrophy to help those in need. In 1979, Hoagie then relocated to California, where he received his real estate license and worked as a mortgage broker. However, after a short period of time, Hoagie returned home, working at Midway Buick and then at Shop and Save. Hoagie went on to begin his insurance career in 1982. He was recommended to the Prudential District Manager Program by his good friend, Ron LaChapelle, who was the sales manager at the Rochester Prudential office at the time. In his 11-year career at Prudential, Hoagie went on to become district manager, overseeing several agencies, and later became the assistant to the vice president, working in the Prudential Home Office in Boston. Following changes in the corporation, Hoagie, with his partner Ron LaChapelle, founded LaChapelle and Higgins Insurance Agency in 1994. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to talk over that picture right there. Wow. I love it. So as I was saying, in 1994, LaChapelle Higgins was founded. They were originally located on Windhaven Drive until they relocated to their present location at 12 Charles Street in Rochester. The business grew, adding former agent Red Boynton. Then they welcomed Troy Large to the agency, and in 2004 added Keith Cook, both of whom continue to work there today. Upon Ron's retirement, Hoagie bought out his former partner. They have been successful in keeping these dollars at home by offering unparalleled quality service. Through his business, Hoagie has been very generous to his community by donating to most every imaginable cause, to youth programs, sports teams, and their events, as well as many other community events. Hoagie is very active at Holy Rosary Parish. Both he and his wife served as Eucharistic ministers. They helped with New Year's Eve dances, and Hoagie helped to restore the church pews. He became involved with St. Elizabeth Seton School while his children attended school there, where he served on the school board and helped with several fundraisers. As his children were growing up, Hoagie served as coach for the Rochester Little Red Youth Football League for 10 years, where he coached his son, Ben. Hoagie was a very active member and volunteer in the Rochester JCs for 20 years, where he became a lifetime member. As an active JC volunteer, Hoagie helped conduct countless fundraisers, served on the board of directors, and served for many years. One of the big projects that Hoagie introduced to the JCs, ran for several years, was the Soapbox Derby, which went on for over 10 years. Because of his leadership to the group, Hoagie received the Outstanding Young Leader Award from the Rochester JCs. Hoagie served the JCs Master of Ceremonies for their Distinguished Service Award program for both Rochester and Farmington charters, where he was known to call out a code blue. We'll have to find out what that means. He also helped the JCs with their annual Night Before the Fourth celebration for many years. And as all good JCs who lasted to the end of their age eligibility, Hoagie stayed on in their alumni association and moved on to other organizations. Also, being a supportive member of the Chamber of Commerce for decades, Hoagie has supported many chamber events and served as Master of Ceremonies at several chamber banquets. Based on his love of sports and his community, Hoagie donated a great deal of time to Roger Allen Park, painting dugouts and volunteering for youth leagues for many years. For over 15 years, Hoagie served on the Rochester Elks Sports Hall of Fame Committee, where he continues to serve as treasurer. Hoagie also spent several years donating time to help the Share Fund and is a charter member of Jerry's Food Pantry. For over 10 years, Hoagie continues to serve on the board of directors for the Rochester Crime Line, as well as their golf tournament committee to support crime prevention in his community. As you can see, Hoagie's volunteered and contributed to many organizations. According to John Credo, Hoagie is one of those guys who is always behind the scenes and is very humble. He had made many contributions of his time, as evidenced by his lifelong service to his community and family. Hoagie's wife, Felice, describes him as a good guy who sees the good in everything and puts his heart and soul into anything he becomes involved in. Hoagie always impressed upon his children to be involved in something which has done them well. His daughter, Cassie, was involved in dance, and she went on to become Mrs. New Hampshire, and she is presently an esthetician and owner of Polish Spa in Epping. His son, Ben, who was involved in sports, is now a trainer and owner of Athletic Instinct in Rochester. When Hoagie is not giving his time to various organizations, he enjoys fishing, hunting, although he never shot a deer but ran into one with his car. That's good.
And I still didn't kill it.
And he still didn't kill it. Going to Ron LaChapelle's camp in Errol, New Hampshire with good friends, working out at his son's gym and traveling with his wife to Las Vegas and on cruises, and most important to him is spending time with his family. Hoagie resides in Rochester with his wife Felice, who is the executive assistant to the Stratford County Sheriff. They have been married for 38 years. Happily married for 7, Hoagie will tell you. He is the father of 2 adult children, his daughter Cassie and her husband Brendan Dubois, and his son Ben and his wife Ashley, 1 granddaughter Lucy, and another grandchild on the way. Please join us in honoring our Rochester 2018 Citizen of the Year, Hoagie Higgins.
Thank you. I am shocked. I had no idea. The only thing that we were going to do was present somebody else with the Citizen of the Year Award. And it was going to start out like something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Laura, you're in trouble. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everybody that came here tonight. My family, my friends, I am so overwhelmed. I can't begin to tell you. And so many people that I know, I don't know who deserves Citizen of the Year, but I appreciate the honor, and I will carry it well. Believe me, I'll carry that very well. It means a lot to me, because I know we have a few people out there that have won it before, and that's good company to be in, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I know you're hungry, right? I'll make this brief. I know I'm going to screw this up, all right? But I don't want to forget anybody, and I mean, everyone here has you've been part of my growth, part of my life. My friends that are here, you know who you are. If I start going individually, I'm going to miss somebody and I'm going to feel bad. To my wife, please. Felice, if it wasn't for you, I would be outstanding at nothing. You are the one that makes me get up in the morning and do what we do for our family and for our friends. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. 38 years, those 7 years we talked about, they're right, 7 happened. Okay? But they're not in a row. So just when you think it's over, we have another good year. Again, to the people that made the special trip to be here tonight, I'm eternally grateful. And if you get a chance to meet my family, please take the time. They are really amazing people, and my friends as well. Thank God for everything that I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So well deserved. Here you go, Hope.
Well, congratulations to our Business of the Year, our Nonprofit of the Year, and the Citizen of the Year. I also want to thank Ann Brown for running the PowerPoint for us. Ann Brown of Daystar, thank you. Thank you, Tim Kremen, for recording this. And also, how about a big round of applause for the Nate Terrian Trio who have been providing us the music this evening. Wonderful job. All right, folks. Dinner is on the way. Enjoy, and we'll be doing special raffles shortly after dinner. Enjoy the evening, folks.